On the surface of yesterday, right? Did Depp win? There was one case where she won, but everybody's jumping up and down. What's the response over there? Because Johnny Depp, very popular. Amber Heard, not so.
Yes, well, Johnny Depp had certainly won in the court of public opinion before the verdict was dropped, that's for sure. But bear in mind that this was a jury-settled trial, and the jury had been asked not to consider anything that was outside. So all of these sort of TikToks and social media and everything that had been quite pro-Johnny, they haven't seen any of that. They've sat in that court and they've listened to the evidence that was given by both sides, and this was the conclusion that they came to, that Amber Heard didn't substantiate her claims. Johnny Depp had 3 counts of defamation, all of which they agreed with. Amber Heard had a counterclaim against him that were 3 counts. One of those claims, defamation claims they agreed with, which was to do with Johnny Depp's lawyer, Adam Waldman, publishing some statements in the Daily Mail, and they considered that statement to be defamatory. So she had a much smaller award than was given to Johnny Depp. In fact, initially, he was given compensation of $10 million and punitive damages of $5 million because that's set by the jury. And then the court said, well, actually, there's a limitation on that. So it's basically $10 million and then $350,000. And then her compensation is $2 million, and then they set her punitive damages at 0. So I think there was quite a sort of message, really, that, okay, look, we think this was defamatory, but we're not going to punish Johnny Depp for it.
It's interesting from our point of view over here. Listen, everybody sort of saw it as a Depp victory. I mean, I have said for weeks, to me, this grisly circus, what does that say to genuine victims coming forward? What annoyed me when I got in this morning, and Dave and I had a stand-up row about it, was the Me Too lot. They're all going, well, this is, from a female point of view, the statement she put out, she said that. What does that mean for women now coming forward? Is there not a counter-argument, Caroline? As she's proven to have lied, what does that say about genuine women who haven't come forward? The truth of the matter is they're as bad as each other, aren't they? And he made a point. He never denied what had gone on. He was saying, you defame me. Well, listen, I need to get a balanced view out.
Yeah, I mean, it is complicated, and it's very complicated in what went on in their relationship, which was obviously very toxic, and a lot of that has been played out in the public eye over 6 weeks, and people have various opinions of that. Amber Heard's statement I'm a bit more cynical with, because with her original article, she wrote this sort of headline that was very difficult to kind of unpick. Like, if you write a headline like, I stood up to, this situation and came up against the system, well, how can the system come back at you then? It's quite a smart headline if you are going to defame someone, to write a headline along those lines. And actually, during the court case, people didn't particularly stand up for Amber.
But you know what it was.
And then I'm very cynical about the statement that she's put out now, as kind of still championing herself as a kind of champion for women. Actually, I think she's done women, and many think she's done women a huge disservice by by being found to be a liar in court.
That's the
point.
When
people are telling the truth, they won't be believed.
But that is the point. And I go back to, because you get slaughtered if you don't find middle ground. I think there was right and wrong on both sides. What I find worrying, I mean, listen, from my point of view watching it, I think she was in serious trouble when Kate Moss came forward. I think that she'd promised to pay money to charity, and that turned out to be a lie. And I do have to tell you over here, as many women as men in this building would say to me when she was giving her testimony, looks like she's reading it. It looks like she's acting. There's nothing genuine. And that was really what came across. Would you agree with that out there in the States?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some pals who work on crime shows over here, and they say they always know when they're interviewing, potential sort of perpetrators of crime. You know that sort of classic police tactic of when they interview them, or they put a camera on them and they cry. It's whether or not they have genuine tears. And one of the things that many people picked up on with Amber Heard in court when she was giving her testimony was that she pulled a cry face, but there were no tears when she was pulling this sort of face. whole thing. And I think that for me was one moment that stood out as a moment of insincerity in her story. And again, other parts of the story that just did not stand up, along with there being no physical evidence of Johnny Depp assaulting her.
Quick question, because I could talk to you all day.
It was a very unpleasant relationship.
Quick question to finish. I could talk to you all day, but you know what it's like. Time is money and all that stuff. Can their careers recover from this? I mean, I think, will. I doubt. I mean, I don't even know if she's able to pay the fees. What's the view over there? Can his career recover? Can hers?
Already got a boost, I think, and a popularity boost, and some of his deals have got a bit of a boost already. Amber Heard has got a problem because she now has an $8 million debt that I doubt she can pay, and anything that she earns in the future would simply go to pay off that debt. So she really does have a problem. This is pretty devastating for her financially, yes.
Listen, so good to see you, mate, after all this time. You look great. Enjoying life in LA?
Yes, thank you. Yes, great to see you too.
What's not to like? I'm a 57-year-old grandfather and you're out there in LA. 56, I've got my name. I even get my age wrong now. Do you know, doing this job, I came here reasonably intelligent a year ago. Dave has turned me into a quivering wreck. Listen, Carolyn, take care, my darling. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.